So today we're going to be doing something a little different, and we're going to be ranking every single One Piece Funko that has dropped till this day. And right here, as you guys can see, there's some repeats in here, but we're gonna go through every single one, and we're gonna come to a conclusion on where they should go as far as the tiers. So if you guys watch One Piece, which we're assuming that you do because you clicked on it and you're like, hey, One Piece and Funkos, I love them both. Top is going to be King of the Pirates, and the bottom is going to be civilians. You have no powers, no hockeys, no skill. That's how we're going to go with these Funkos right here. We're going to start off with Ace. Honestly, legendary character. But we're also talking about his pop here. Given that this is the 1 out of 2 pops that were released for Ace, I feel like this is probably mid in my opinion. And now I only say this because I feel like they could have shown Ace's character a little bit more than just him standing with 2 flames in his hands. What do you think, CJ?
I mean, I agree with you. I would say like nice to mid, but then I guess we could stay him on mid, and then like while we go through, we see like somebody that's like, you know, maybe a little less deserving than him, then we'll probably like move him up or down depending on what we see. So I think
okay.
mid's good for him.
I actually have a question because this will actually be the big factor into the decision that I make. You own this pop. Do you by chance know if he has the Whitebeard tattoo on this pop? That is like a very big thing. So if anyone who's watching this video, if you guys own this pop, let us know down in the comments if he does have this tattoo on his back, because that honestly is a very big detail, very big part of who Ace is. Because it's not being shown, they won't add it. Hopefully they did for this one. So moving on to the next pop, we got the original Monkey D. Luffy Funko. Now, I don't know. It's like, it's so simple. Here's the thing about this pop. I kind of feel like compared to every other Luffy pop, this is the one that least looks like him. I don't know. It's just something feels off. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. Looks very bland.
Yeah, like it doesn't look anything like Luffy really. And I don't know if it's because of how early it was released and where he was in the show when it released. But I don't know, man. To me, it's like, I want to say mid because for first pop, it's pretty good. But for Luffy in general, I feel like it needs work. We're definitely going to put Luffy up here in the mid section. And then moving on, we're going to go to the armored chopper. But we're going to start off with the metallic version right here. That's what we have. I'm kind of biased on this, to be honest. I feel like every armored Funko for Luffy, Chopper, and Brook is phenomenal. Especially when it's metallic. But that's the thing though, when it's metallic. When it's metallic, I feel like anything below that is just undervaluing it. I feel like it's a Yonko level because just the amount of detail and like the way the metallic shines, it looks like he's actually wearing the armor with that Funko. It's just so nice to see it like in person. What do you think though?
Definitely. I definitely think he deserves a Yonko level.
Okay, so we're definitely gonna put that in the Yonko.
Alright, moving on to the next one. What we got here? We have the armored chopper, not metallic. Now, this one, I would say deserves about the same level as the metallic one, but like you said, the metallic really brings out the colors and everything. I think this one should be maybe mid.
Okay, mid. I could definitely see that. It's just like you said, I mean, without the shining factor from the metallic version, it just kind of it feels like mid. I think mid is a good spot for this, so we'll put that up there.
Next up, we got the armored Luffy metallic. Now this one I really like. The only thing that I would say about this pop as a whole is, I mean, I guess I know it's a chase, but at the same time, I don't really like the pose. This pop as a whole, it's missing something. There's something about it that's not really giving. But like I said, I like the metallic look. I like the colors of metallic. I like how it brings out the pop. So I'm stuck on this one. I think I need your help with this one. Where would we put this one?
Ooh, I mean, you bring up a really good point when you talk about the pose. Like, when do we really ever see Luffy posing like this?
It doesn't look like him, bro.
Yeah, no, like usually Luffy's the goofy one, so like we would expect him to be posing, you know, with like a goofy stance or whatever. Like in this, and especially in this scene, like they were all being goofy. That's why they're wearing these armored suits in the first place. So, man. Because it's like, I love red and gold, like, especially when it's metallic like that. It's such a good colorway, but you bring a really good point with that pose, man. I think it has to be a mid. It has to be a mid because of that.
Okay, so we put that on mid.
Mid it is.
Next one, we got the armored Luffy, but this one is the regular. So this one, I'm about to say the same exact things. If we put the metallic Luffy at mid, I'd say it would need work.
Need work? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, there's no way that we can put this at mid because the metallic just really sticks out. And so if the fact that that's at mid, this has to go to needs work. Like we're just gonna throw it there.
And we're not hating on it.
We're not.
Like it.
Yeah.
We like it. It's just it needs work. Like
yeah.
you said,
That's it.
There's something about it. It's just not giving, and I just feel like altogether. Well, I love those. I'm definitely gonna have them on my collection. But
I agree.
This one definitely needs work.
For sure, for sure. So next we got the Big Mom with Friends, and honestly, I feel like out of all the Big Mom pops that were released, this is probably the one that's the best. And
bro. It's with homies, bro.
With homies. Exactly. And those homies are ruthless. I mean, you got Prometheus and Zeus. Like, that is just Greek mythology right there. And it's like the way that they made the pop, it's fitting. For this one, they made it specifically deluxe, and then the other one was the 6-inch pops. I feel like that is fitting for this specific pop because, you know, she's Big Mom, right? She's a big character. She has a deluxe box, and you got her homies who are also pretty big characters in the same box. Like, I don't think there was anything really wrong with this. It is a nice pop. It's the best Big Mom pop, so I'm not sure. What do you think? Should it be Yonko level or should it be Captain level? What do you think?
I mean
Yonko.
She is Yonko level.
Yeah.
But if I would have to say something, I would say between nice and mid. I mean, me and you, we talk about how we love in these Funko Pops when they show their devil fruit. I don't know what to say. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Like you could see her using her abilities.
Her abilities is, you know.
I'm gonna put it mid for now, but we'll maybe adjust it later on to Yonko level as we go through.
Now, next up, we got my wife. I mean, Boa Hancock here.
Boa, you.
Now listen. I don't think it's fair for me to rank this right now because I'm completely biased. This is my favorite female character in the show. So, but if I were to be realistic as a whole, I would say it would have to go to mid or between mid and needs work.
Okay.
Only because we're not seeing anything. Well, we can't really. To be honest with this one, you can't really see her use her devil fruit power.
Exactly.
You can't see her use her power, so it would be hard to, you know, show fit this into a one Funko Pop. So I would understand that. So I would probably put it in the mid section.
Gotcha. The only reason why I don't say is it needs work is because I really like the detail on her. What is that, a kimono, I guess, or her dress overall? Like the flowers and how the top looks a little bit more shinier than the bottom, and it just her earrings too, like that's a very big part. She always has those big hoop earrings, and they made sure to include it in the Funko. So I think it's definitely mid for this one, even though it's like a common pop. Definitely mid. Let me do that. And oh boy, well, look at what we got next. I believe this is Bon Kichi. There's really no conversation that needs to be had here other than this is the worst pop that One Piece has probably ever made, in my opinion. And
Definitely.
It's just because, one, it's super common, right? Two, it's just there's lacking detail. Like, Bon Kichi was, I want to say, a unique version of Brook, right? But it doesn't look like it in this Funko. It just literally looks like he's a skeleton wearing a white robe. That's it. I just don't feel like that makes me want the pop, other than the fact to say, oh, I have the whole One Piece collection of Funkos. That's it. That's the only reason why I would want to own it. Everything else, nothing really stands out for this pop. What do you think?
I agree with you. Now, Brooke, as you know, is becoming one of my favorite Straw Hats right now. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think this is the least detailed, and I think it's the worst One Piece Funko Pop that we have right now.
Yep. So we're just gonna throw him at civilian. He literally looks exactly like a civilian here. So nothing else we can say. But on the other hand, though, we got the NYCC version of Brook when he is in Rockstar form. Like, look at this pop. He got the whole crown. He got the whole outfit with the guitar, the sunglasses. Now, this is really Brook right here. Like, this screams Brook, right?
Iconic. This is iconic.
And I'm happy that there's so much value to owning this, because honestly, I think it is King of the Pirates level. Right, I think that this is probably one of the most unique pops ever made, and it's because look at everything that is being brought out in just this one Funko Pop, right? I mean, you're an owner, right? When you hear NYCC Brook, like, what does that make you feel? Or just owning it in general and looking at it, like, how do you feel, bro?
Amen.
He's gonna go get it. Oh shit, he's gonna go get it. The Grail. Look at that. Right in the middle. Nah, bro. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Oh my god. And it's signed. It's signed, guys. It's freaking signed. Oh my god.
How it feels to have this Funko Pop, man, it's just amazing. You know, and I was actually with you. I don't think they know this yet. So I was actually with Walter in the Comic-Con October 2022.
Yeah,
year that just passed. And I got it signed by the dubbed voice actor. So
yeah,
I actually have a video of it too. So
super cool guy.
Pretty cool.
We'll probably attach the video for you guys to see. Honestly, iconic moment. I wish I actually went up with him to see that. Cause it's just so, like, that's the beauty of collecting Funkos, right? Like, you're so attached not only to the Funko itself, but like what it represents, and then when you actually get to meet who's a part of that character, like, that's just a whole different experience. Like, I still have yet to experience that, but I know that one day when it comes to any of the Funkos I own, if I'm getting it signed, that's gonna be a big moment.
Yeah, so I agree with you at the end of the day. Forget the rarity of that pop, all that to the side. Everything about it is amazing. The detail, everything's amazing. I know a lot of people try to, in the beginning when it was first released, there were a lot of, like, skeptical about it. They were saying how the head to body ratio wasn't that good for this pop. But it's proving all the haters wrong right now. That's King of Pirates level here today.
Yep. We're throwing that right up there. No debates. It's staying there. But moving on to the Buff Chopper. Honestly, I actually really like this pop. Me personally, I think it's Yonko level. Hey guys, because I am the one who also said Armor Chopper is Yonko level. I'm not like someone who's super biased to Chopper, but I just feel like I also really like this Chopper version of, this version of Chopper as a Funko, because even though it's so simple, I don't know, it's just something about it that, like, sticks out to me. Like, I really like how his neck or collar, like that fur patch, like, it looks perfect, right? It doesn't look like it's out of place. And I don't know, it's just really nice to me. That's what I think. What do you think?
I love it. Yeah. That should look like a turtleneck, low-key.
Yeah, like, he's secured there. So Yonko, definitely.
All right, next up we got Buggy the Clown, the future king of the pirates.
Anyone debating that?
I'm joking. But now this one, there's not much to say. We've done a video before. If you guys haven't watched it, go click on it, explaining if this was well deserved or not. With the hype, it's well deserved. We both agreed on it. This one is all around amazing with the color, showcasing its devil fruit powers, everything about it, and we finally get to have a Buggy pop. So this is going at least. I need your help. It's gonna be one of the two tiers. I would say nice. What
Yeah.
would you say?
Yeah, I definitely do agree with nice. I do have room for King of the Pirates level, right? Because it's really like, I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you guys really like mess around with Buggy and like understand like how detailed this pop is. Like he literally has up to his foot has one of the knives, and it's only one foot. It's not both. Like only people who really pay attention to how Buggy is designed will pick that up and be like, wow. And then like he was just saying, like showcasing your devil fruit, like the transparent. I mean, well, the chop, like his stomach is not being shown and his leg is also chop. Like, yeah, man. This honestly, I would say King of the Pirates, but I also don't want to saturate it too much yet, right? Because you know, when you're King of the Pirates, you King of the Pirates. Like, there's only one King of the Pirates. You get what I'm saying? So, I guess we'll throw it in Yonko for now, and later on, if we decide to do any adjustments, throw it up in King of the Pirates.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, so next off we have the Child Big Mom Chase. Now, if you guys don't know, I bought a Child Big Mom, but I didn't get the Chase version, and it was kind of like a last second thing. I was just like rushing through the cart. I did not want to get that one. I wanted to get a different one, but we're not gonna sit here and go into my depression right now. So we're gonna focus on this one right now, the Chase version with the red eyes. I believe this one, it's a good pop. I'm not gonna hate on it. It's a good pop, but I'm not gonna put it in Yonko level either. I'm gonna put it where it's either mid or needs work. So I'm gonna go with mid on this one.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. I did say that, you know, the other version of Big Mom was the best, but you know, like this isn't. It's like he said, it's not horrible, right? But it is a Chase version, and I feel like this does show Child Big Mom pretty good, right? So
Yeah.
mid, I think mid's okay. Mid is okay.
Now for the next one, we have the regular one. That's not Chase. We have Child Big Mom, and I think this one should. This is the one that I got. I think it should go to needs work.
Needs work. You sure
I
you
don't
don't
even
want to throw it to EO?
Listen, bro. Oh man, I'm gonna give you this one because if I keep talking about this, I'm gonna like, I'm gonna break my monitor, bro.
And then, bro, all right. Listen, there's two things about this that makes me want to throw it into ill. It's not the worst, right? But it's just two things. One, the fact that it's just so plain, right? It's just Child Big Mom standing there, like she doesn't even have she doesn't have a chocolate bar in her hand. I feel like at least that could have put it into needs work, right?
Yeah.
She's just standing there happy. And the second reason is it's a 6-inch pop, right? Me personally, when I seen these pops, like I understand why they wanted to make it 6-inch, and it's because, you know, they're emperors, they're huge people, but I just don't want a 6-inch version of this, right? I feel like the only one that should have been 6-inch was the Hungry with Big Mom, and that's it. Everything else, normal size. So because of that, I want to throw it into the civilian level. I just think it needs more than just work. Like, I think it just overall needs to be redone. So
I could agree with you on that one. I'm not gonna argue here with that one.
yeah, no, we're throwing that right here in front of Brooke. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But anyways, next we got Crocodile. Crocodile as a character is pretty dope, but I feel like this pop. Now, I'll say the good things about this pop. I like his hook, and I like his jacket, right? The jacket is probably the best feature. It gives me like mafia vibes when I see this version of Croc, but I don't know. I mean, I think it needs work is the best option for this, because it's not a horrible pop, but it's not like amazing either. Like, I still have yet to buy it because I don't have that like, oh, I want to buy it right now, right? I only like this is a pop where it's okay, it's not horrible, but I really only want to get it just to say I have the One Piece pops. That's it. What do you think?
I really like this one, actually.
Oh, interesting, interesting.
Me personally, I would have put it in the mid, but I could see where you said it needs work. There's no, like, he's not using his sand power. I mean, but that pose, like you said, is very, like, badass. It's very, like, mafioso type. And it's like he's just, like, standing and he just looks
Like Croc.
like Croc. You know, he has
Yeah.
a cigar in his mouth. He
Yeah.
he has that little face that he always makes. So I personally would put it in mid, but I can see where you say needs work.
Gotcha. Would you say that this is better than the Chase version of Chow Big Mom?
I'm not sure here.
Because depending on your answer is where I think it should go. Like, if you think it's better than Chow Big Mom, then I think it'll be safe to say mid. But if you think it's worse, then needs work would probably be the best option.
Yeah, probably needs work then.
Alright, Baba. So we'll leave that there for now. We're at the end, guys. We're gonna go through all of this one more time, and we're just gonna make quick adjustments based on what is already on there.
All right, so next up we got Don Quixote do Flamingo. Now, this one. I have my ups and downs with this one. Like, I have mixed thoughts. So this one, I would say, I don't want to disrespect it either. It's
Got it.
not a bad pop, but I just feel like it needed a little work. But at the same time, I don't think anything lower than mid will do it justice. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this pop really, I don't know what it is with all these warlords, but it's just their jackets, man. Like, his jacket and his sunglasses is really pretty much what's doing it for me. I do like that he's smiling, right? That speaks a lot on his character. But I'm not sure, man. This is kind of a tough decision where you want to put it. I really don't know.
We could put on mid or nice.
Mid?
Honestly, it's a good pop. I wouldn't say it needs work.
Nah, yeah,
I would
no,
say
no.
like the cape, like you said, it's like the jacket, like how it's out. It's good and it's showing its character.
We'll put it mid.
Alright, we'll put it mid for now. Yeah.
Match the other pink characters in there.
All right, now moving on to this one. Now, oh my God, this is Zoro with Enma, and I mean, I don't need to hear your opinion. I already know. We're gonna put on King of the Pirates. You know,
What?
like this
What? King of the Pirates?
Yeah, we're gonna put in King of the Pirates, no?
Whoa, no. We gotta slow down a little bit because hey, don't get me wrong. This is actually a really nice pop and probably the best version of Zoro they've released. But damn, King of the Pirates? I mean, we're talking King of the Pirates for a pop that ain't even sell out yet on pre-orders.
Now listen to me. Listen to me. I'm willing to fight you on this one. Matter of fact,
Wait. There's actually no way that.
maybe I'm a little biased on Zoro, but I would say we'd put it on nice at least.
Definitely.
For me
sure.
personally, if you want to, I don't know.
No, yeah. I definitely think Yonko is the most deserved for this pop. A lot of people see I am still fairly new to collecting Funkos, so like this glow in the dark version, I've never seen like this colorway, and a lot of people saying that like purple sucks when it comes to glowing, like it doesn't really glow. But I mean, overall this pop is just so nice. Like the armament hockey on his arm wrapped around with the freaking Enma Aurora, whatever you want to say. That is just so good. Like, they did justice for Zoro. Like, Zoro was one of the biggest Straw Hat members, and his Funko Pop, it was good, but he needed to catch up, and this was like the best way to make that happen. So definitely Yonko status. Yonko Zoro. Then moving on, we got Frankie, the only Frankie pop that's released so far. This one's funny. I want to say that, right? Because what I like about this is that the way that it was molded is awkward, just like how his body is in the show, right? Like it's half human, half cyborg, right? When it's the way that I look at it is, it's just like his bigger upper body and then his skinny legs, right? In the Funko itself, I feel like that showcases how he actually looks in the show pretty well. Even his chin, like the detail on his chin being like a triple chin, was super nice to add in there. I don't think it's a bad pop, but I don't think it's an amazing pop either. I definitely say that this one is probably in the higher section of mid captain level. But what do you think?
Me personally, you know, I always have something that I want more for these pops. I'd probably want since we only have one, I'd want him like maybe doing his little super or
Oh, that
something
would be
like
so
that.
dope.
You know, like that would have been like fire. But I mean, this is what we have. I can't complain too much about it. It's a dope pop. What you said was perfect. Just
All right.
fitting.
So we'll definitely do that there. All right, so for the next couple of Funkos, we're gonna kind of speed run through it because it's taking up a lot of time. We both obviously have a lot to say about these characters. That's just how much we love One Piece. But we got Goldie Roger, the actual King of the Pirates. But this Chase version is definitely not King of the Pirates status. I think that it's actually a needs work, and I'm gonna say why, because of the fact that it's a Chase version, and the only difference is that he has his pirate hat on. That's it, right? The pop looks good, but Chase version, just the hat on, not really a difference. Needs work level. That's all. That's what I think. Like, I think the one without his hat is mid. What do you think? Do you agree with that?
I agree. I agree with that.
So we'll definitely do that real quick. So next we got the Jinbei Chase version and the Jinbei common version. I think the Jinbei Chase version is the one with him in his Marine Ford outfit. Again, we made a video on this. Very lazy Chase, right? But I like the detail on his kimono. I like the detail on Jinbei overall. If anything, I would say that the Chase version's outfit is more appealing than the common one. So mid Chase needs work. Common. Good?
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Perfect. Then we got Hungry Big Mom. Another deluxe version. I do like that they tried to implement her using her devil fruit friends. I still don't know what to call them other than homies, right? So I like that they incorporated her using those powers. But mid, shall we say mid? Mid.
So I think for this one, for the Kaido, I think this was gonna have to go to needs work. We have him with a very bland, boring pose, and I feel like for a big character like Kaido, this one definitely needs work. Could have done more with this.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Big Mom definitely had a lot more in her pop. This one, literally just him standing there. So, needs work.
All right, so moving on, we have the Law using the Room ability. We have both of them. One of them is glow in the dark, and one of them is. I believe that the glow in the dark one is well fitting for Yonko level, and the regular one can go to mid.
Yep.
I say this because the glow in the dark, you know, it's glow in the dark, you know, and then you know it's showcasing his ability. They both are nice, but I just believe that the glow in the dark is Yonko level. The other one is mid.
I agree. I just really like that heart ability, man. Like, that looks so dope. So, Yonko level, mid. So, next we got the two Gear 4 Luffy versions. We have the metallic and the common. I actually think the common one looks better than the metallic version. And it's because of the fact that in the metallic version, his smoke that goes around him is black. I mean, in the show, it's white. Why would they decide? I mean, I don't know if it has to do with, like, because the color is white, it's hard to make that metallic. But either way, I feel like that kind of ruins the pop because it's going against what he actually looks like and his ability. So, what do you say?
I agree with you.
Definitely Yonko level, regular, and mid metallic. And then we got probably the two laziest freaking Luffy pops ever made. Honestly, it's simple, right? The common one, I don't know what to say. I honestly think they're both so trash because it's like he's not even pink, man. It's Luffy Gear 2. He's not even pink in the Funko mold, right? And then the fact that the chase is him using Armin and Haki, right? Like, I get it. This is later on in the show, right? Later on in the show when he uses Gear 2, like, I guess he doesn't look as pink as he used to when he first used it. But still, add some, like, type of adjustment to the mold to show that it's Gear 2. I feel like Gear 2 is, you remember it as pink Luffy, right or wrong?
Yeah.
So, I think these are both ill, to be honest. Like, I don't want to get it. I really don't.
Yo, BRB, I'm gonna go paint my hand black, and I'm gonna call myself a Chase.
Oh.
Alright, so next up we have the Luffy with Going Merry and Luffy with Thousand Sunny. Now, these two share a really big place in mine and Weppa's heart. Now, we both love these. We both personally waited hours,
Hours, guys, hours.
hours in Comic-Con line just to get these.
The fact that we even own them, like, I feel accomplished, because me and CJ seen other people have 7 of them. Like, one person had a whole bag of Going Marys, and we weren't able to get it at that moment, right? But the Sun God heard us, and they delivered us with the Going Mary, and then later on we were both able to achieve the 1000 Sunny, which was also a little bit complicated. Not as complicated as the Going Mary, but we were both able to get it, and now we're just happy. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. There's nothing else to say other than just this is Yonka level. That's it. Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them are Yonka level.
Now moving on to the tiers, where we putting this? We're gonna have to both put it, Yonka level.
Yep, Yonka level. That's it. There's no discussion there.
Now, very underwhelming for the next one. We have the 4-pack with Sabo, Zoro, Luffy.
Sabo and freaking Jinbei, I think it was, right?
Oh yeah, and
Jinbei.
Okay.
Jinbei, guys. Jinbei. Listen, it makes sense for Luffy, Zoro, and Jinbei to be together because they're all part of the same crew. But Sabo, right? Why that couldn't just be Sanji, right? Did you guys really have to like sell out the commons of the Sabo, like, and just make it glow in the dark too? It's so lazy.
Oh yeah, this
man.
one they made it glow in the dark.
Yeah,
right?
they just made this one glow in the dark just to have it. And like, oh, you want to get the glow in the dark version of Sabo? Well, you gotta get this 4-pack. Nah, bro, that's bottom. It's civilian. I don't want it. Like, y'all can keep it. The 2 Luffy Taros. I don't really like the common one as much, but the metallic one, I actually like mess with a lot, right? I actually I get it. I'm gonna sound a little bit hypocritical because I was saying before, like, how the metallic version of the Gear 4 doesn't really look like him, and you could say the same for this metallic version because that's not really his costume. But I actually like the way it looks though. Like, against all of that, what I said before, that's why I'm sounding hypocritical. Like, it actually looks really nice as a pop, right? And I think it looks a lot better than the common one, in my opinion. I don't know if you want to add on to that, if you got something different.
I like these, but like I said, I agree with you. The metallic definitely looks better than it. Where to list these? I'm lost.
Oh, see, if I was to ask my girlfriend, she would probably put it at King of the Pirates because she always tries to steal this damn Funko from me, right? But I definitely think I'm gonna sound a little biased again, but metallic one, probably Yonko level, in my opinion. I just really like the details and the way it shines. It just sticks out to me a lot more than the common. So Yonko level, metallic.
I can rock with that.
Yeah, and then common's mid. You know, it's not a bad pop overall. Like, it's a nice pop. So did that. Then we got Nami. Nami, great character. I feel like at this point where they were at the show, good way to introduce her. But I mean, that's pretty much it. There's not really much else you can say about this pop. It's not horrible, but it's not amazing. So bottom half mid, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then we got my favorite female in the whole show. We got Nico Robin, right? But surprisingly enough, I'm not gonna say, oh, this pop is King of the Pirates, or oh, this pop is Yonko. Honestly, I feel like it's mid, if not needs work, right? I like that she's doing her stance for the mille floors and the outfit that she has, but I don't know. I feel like that's pretty much it, right? There's not anything else to look forward to. I feel like they could have done a lot more, like with the pop, you know, showcasing her devil fruit or just something else, man. Like, I don't know. I think it's just lower mid or needs work, in my opinion, for such a beautiful character.
That's how I was feeling with Boa.
It makes me so sad, but, you know, Boa looks better as a pop than Nico Robin. Like, her pop is way more detailed. I don't know. Lower mid. Nah, I'm putting in needs work. I'm sorry. And it's because I love that character. Like, she needs work on this pop. Then we got Odin-sama. Very big character. Very unique. But we spoke about this before. CJ brought up that there was so much things they could have done with this pop to showcase him better. right? And that is why we're probably gonna put it at what needs work. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, well, the
It's
pop
like,
is still a great pop though.
yeah,
Yes, I would have liked different things, but it's such a great pop though. It's Odin. We say
yeah,
Odin. Like,
yeah. I
I don't
agree
know.
with you. I agree with
I
you.
don't know. I'm stuck. I'm stuck with this one. There's
I
certain ones where I'm just like,
it's just like the things that like make me decide what like it needs work is because like this was its own exclusive for I forgot what shop. I mean Odin, right, as a character, super exclusive. It's a nice pop, but I don't know. I just lower mid, if anything. Like I feel like as an exclusive, I try to look for things that are really unique, and the only thing that I feel like if it wasn't a character like Odin, right? If this was any other character, I would say it's a needs work, if not anything higher. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
I feel like that's why we're saying that it's such a good pop overall because it's Odin.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it, right?
I can rock with the needs work. I can rock with the
Needs work.
Since we have like a whole bunch of things it could fix about the Funko Pop.
Yeah. So needs work. Red Hawk Luffy. I'm kind of disappointed, but it's like mixed feelings with this because Red Hawk Luffy is such a big thing, right? And when they said that they were gonna make it glow in the dark, like I was really expecting to see like some crazy stuff, right? And it just might be because of the fact that I had too much hopes and they under-delivered. But definitely the common version needs work, right?
Yeah.
Like it's nice, but it's not nice enough, right? There's just something else that could have been done to make it look better. The glow in the dark version, just because it's glow in the dark and the different shades of the flames, right? We'll put it at mid.
I agree with it. All right, moving on, we have Zoro. Now, Zoro, this one, I really like the color on his hair. I really like everything about this pop. It's the first Zoro that we actually got. So I'm gonna say this one. What do you think? We can go mid on this one?
Yeah, I actually like.
mid.
This is probably my second favorite Zoro pop. I like it. I think it's mid.
Yeah, I would say mid because it's not better than the Enma. And
No.
I don't think it's really needs work. I think it's just fitting because it was our first Zoro pop. Not much going on, but not too much bad to say about it.
Yeah. So mid. Sabo.
Next we got Sabo. Sabo's a really good character, and there's nothing really too much going on in this Funko Pop, and there's nothing really bad to say about this at all. So, what are you thinking? Well, are we going mid or are we going? What are we doing?
I'm a little bit biased because they freaking did the stupid 4-pack, right? So that kind of like mixed my original views because I actually thought it was a decent pop for a common, right? Like it's pretty good for a common. But after seeing what the hell they did with the 4-pack, it kind of like mixes my view. But I don't know. I think we could definitely say mid for this one.
Okay,
That's how I had it before, so I'll stick to what I originally thought.
no problem. Got that. Now next up we have Samurai Brook. Both of them. We have the Chase version, which is metallic, and then we have the regular version, which is original. With both of these, what do you feel about this? How do you feel about this before we start ranking it?
See, I personally own it. I do wish I owned the metallic version though. I feel like if it wasn't for the metallic version, I maybe wouldn't get it. I'm not sure. It's a nice pop, right? I think it's a nice pop. I don't think it's like Yonko status though.
I would say the regular one we would put it at needs work, and then the chase would put it. Where do you want to put the chase? I'd probably put it in the mid.
Yeah, definitely mid. I don't think it's Yonko. It's probably I think it's my least favorite out of all three. But it's nice. It's nice overall though. But mid is appropriate.
Now moving on, we have Shanks. Now, Shanks is my favorite character in One Piece. So I don't know. Well, one of my favorites, right? So I don't know if I should rank this because I might be a little biased. The Chase version, there's not really much difference going on here. The original one, he has this one arm on the sword, and then the other one he has the straw hat, like he's handing it down to Luffy. And I think right off the bat, the Chase Shanks version, it's Yonko deserving. What do you think?
For sure. I think that the detail of the straw hat too, I actually really like it. Like I just like the way that he's just holding the straw hat out like that. It just kind of gives me like, oh, this is how he passed on the hat to Luffy, right? So I definitely think Yonko's status is deserved. As far as the common though, I mean it's Shanks at the end of the day, and I like that they covered his arm that he's missing with his cape or whatever it's that he's wearing. So definitely Yonko, and then mid.
We'll go mid.
Yeah, mid. So next we got the two versions of the Snake Mans. You got the regular, and then you got the metallic one. This one is how I wanted the gear for Luffy metallic to look, right? Like you guys see how in the metallic one, it's a bit more shiny and it's not black, like it's see-through. So I definitely think that I have yet to see it in person, but I definitely think that the metallic version is Yonko level, and the common version is like in the top section of the mid. I don't know. I like that, you know, they had his ability go around him, right? Like that's pretty unique. So what do you say?
There's a lot going on with it. Like you said, it's like, you know, the arms are going all around. It's showcasing how Snake Man Luffy should look. I would say the metallic, we can go with, I don't want to say the wrong things. I can't do this one. I'm gonna leave this one to you, man.
All right, so metallic Yonko, lower Yonko though.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Lower Yonko, like he's not better than pretty much all of them there, but common around over here somewhere, we'll say. Next we got the Sabo Mask Sanjis. So here's the thing, right? I actually like the common one a lot because I like the detail of the flame, right? Like that looks like magma on his feet. Like it doesn't just look like flames, like that looks like lava, like magma, right? Compared to the other Sanji pop, which we'll get into a little bit. So I really like that, and I understand that his ability is invisibility, right? Wow, that rhyme. But anyways, so the chase version, obviously they made it transparent, and I don't know, it, like, other than the fact that it's his ability, right? As a pop, like when you're looking at a pop, you just look at it and be like, what the hell is this, right? Like a little mini ice sculpture of freaking Sabo Mask. Is that what it is? Like, I don't know. What do you think? I personally like the common one a lot more than the chase version.
I like them equally. I get what you're saying when you can see like the color, and you know, you get to actually see the mask on him. You see the magma, you see the fire coming out his leg, the detail in it. But I also like how they did something really different with the chase Funko. Like he's using his invisibility. I like the fact that they're showcasing that in this Funko Pop. And the rest of the One Piece Funko Pop world, we don't have that where we can show the invisibility. So I like how they use that into this Funko Pop. Where do you think they go? Yonko level.
Both Yonko level. Above metallic Luffy.
Yeah, definitely above metallic Luffy.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. So I'll definitely do that. Next we got Tony Chopper, right? We got the flocked version and the common version. I actually really like the flocked version because he looks like a little stuffed animal, and I just want to like take it out the freaking box and just pet him like a little mini raccoon in my head. Is that what? No, they call him a reindeer, right? That's
reindeer,
what it is.
Yeah.
I would like a little mini reindeer, just petting him in my hand. That's what I feel like when I see that pop. So I would say if the flocked would be either top mid, top mid, common version lower mid. Right, it's a good pop. It looks exactly like how Chopper should look. So we'll put this like this. This one's another Funko Grill, and it's of Law, right? We don't really know why at this moment, other than the fact that a lot of people value this at over $400, and the pop looks nice, right? I really like the detail on his jacket, his jeans, the hat, the sword, but he's just holding his hand out like he's about to do a room, right? So
no, I think he is doing the room.
Well, he's doing the room, but the ability is not being shown. So this one, he's about to do room, but you don't see it. Other than the fact that it's an OG Law, why do we value it so much? That's a question for you guys. Let us know down in the comments if you guys personally own this Law, but I don't see it being more than mid, to be honest. There's not really anything unique about it. It is very nicely detailed, but mid, top mid, if that will make you guys happy. Top mid, but I would not be paying $400 for this pop personally. Yeah, no. And so for the last few, we got Usopp. I like God Usopp. Oh, that would have been so nice if we had a God Usopp or freaking what was his name? Soga King. If we had a Soga King pop,
wow,
that would be fire. But regardless, I like that they showed this version of Usopp and not like the wimpy version of him. It's a basic pop, right? It's not anything crazy, but given of who Usopp is, I feel like this is, I don't know, lower mid, if not needs work. They definitely could have shown him using his plant ability when he's using the slingshot, make it a little bit more unique. Top of needs work, if not bottom of mid. What do you say?
I agree. Yeah.
So definitely throw it here. Then Smoke Sanji. Now I love Sanji, also one of my favorite characters, but this pop is I really feel like this needs work. Other than the fact that Sanji is a must-own pop, right? If you want to have all the Straw Hat members, and this was before the Soba mask. If this was glow in the dark, it would definitely be a lot better. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit awkward, but at the same time, I see why they did it because that's how his ability is. Compared to like the Soba mask, for example, like the flame in that doesn't look as awkward as like the flame in this, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
So what would you say we can put this at?
I wouldn't put it lower than mid.
Really?
What do you think? Well, you think it needs work?
I mean, I don't know if I'm being too tough, but I feel like it does. But it's not a bad pop. It's not a bad pop. Maybe I'm just being too harsh. We'll throw it in mid.
So now we have Ace. Now this is the
manga.
first manga cover for any anime. So it holds value, right? And especially since it's One Piece. But at the same time, Ace's pose is not really, he's not really doing anything much. It's nothing, I wouldn't say like, I would put this in needs work.
Yeah, I could agree.
It holds value because it's the first, you know? What do you think?
I see what you're saying with the value because of the fact that it's the first manga Funko, but definitely needs work, man. Because if you think about it, there's so much empty space, and it's like if anyone wanted to do this on their own, all they have to do is take the Ace pop that we already had, put it in a glass, and like print out a wanted poster, and you would have pretty much the same exact looking thing right here. So definitely needs work. Top of needs work though. Top of needs work. Now
we have the two Whitebeards. We have the Chase version, which is his younger self, and we have the regular one, which is his older self. I really like these. What about you, Will?
I actually really do like them. Me personally, I like the Chase a lot more than the current Whitebeard one. I just feel like the detail on that and the colors is more appealing to me than the other one. Well, what I do want to say though is that what I like about the other one is that they implemented his scar. Like his scar, obviously he didn't have it at the younger self, and so therefore in the Chase version you don't see it, but in the common one you do, and I think that's pretty dope. And because of that, I definitely think the common one is at least mid.
Let me ask you this. Am I reaching if I say that the Chase, which is the younger version one, goes to the Yonko level? I really like this one.
I honestly don't think you are, because I would probably say the same thing. Like I said, this is just a really well done Chase version. Like this is something that I wanted to see with the Goldie Roger Chase, right? Like a difference like this. So I could agree with you. I think we could definitely throw that in the Yonko level, and I would say the common mid.
Yeah. So sounds good. Last but not least, we got my boy Zoro Juro. Now we have Zoro. We have also another video on TikTok showing how we feel about this one. And what do you think? Well, where are we putting this one? Because I'm not gonna have you disrespect another Zoro Funko.
As I mentioned earlier, this is how much I value Zoro, by the way, right? Because Zoro is also one of my favorite characters. I keep saying this, but I have a lot of favorite characters. It's hard to not have a lot of favorite characters in the show. I hold Zoro very high, right? And when it comes to like these designs, as I mentioned before, I think the Enma one is definitely the best. And the original Zoro that released was my second favorite. And this one is my least favorite. Not to say that it's bad though, because it's a good pop. It is a really good pop. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know what it is, right? I can't really explain to you why. It's just the only thing I could say is that when I look at them three, right, the ones that stick out to me the most is the Enma and then the second one. This one, I don't know. I like it really does show common to me when I see this, and I feel like Zoro should never, ever be seen as a common person, right? He is like, you don't fuck with Zoro, alright? That's all we're gonna say. But yeah, man, I don't know. What do you think?
Now, I want to say one thing that might switch your view on this. Now,
Okay.
Zoro is all about three sword style.
Yes.
Now, in none of these Funko Pops do you see him showcasing that. From the moment we meet Zoro, you see him with three swords. You see everything. Now with this one, you're seeing what he has one in his mouth. He has two in his hands. He looks like he's about to do something.
Yeah.
Now he looks like he's coming for you. But I don't want to say Yonko because I feel like Yonko is way too much for this Funko Pop.
Yeah, you bring out a good point. Like with this whole three sword style, like that's a very big thing when it comes to speaking character. So that actually made it help me value it a lot more. So I definitely think top mid with that. I have a little bit of a difference personally. I think we're gonna have to put him above the original Zoro, right? Given all the details, everything that's being showcased, this has to go like over here, man. Yeah, it just has to. So to wrap everything up, this is pretty much how our tier list is looking so far for the Funko, but we're just gonna do a quick run through and see if we can make any adjustments. So here it is. This is our final conclusion to how we're ranking these One Piece Funko Pops. There's really not much else to say other than what do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments if you guys agree with this, if you guys hate it, if you guys think it needs improvement. Yeah, and if you guys want to see more of these type of videos, let us know down in the comments. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next upload on the APC channel. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we are out of here.